5-star copies all. Go ahead. Message to observer. Alpha 3 rounds. AT delay in effect. 3 guns. Bravo 2 rounds. 2 guns. Smoke on effect.
Good morning, crew. It is Options Millionaire. Thursday, June 3rd, 2021, 6:30 Central, 7:30 Eastern Time. Got a little fun coming into the market this AM. After a couple of days of some boring chop, we've got a little bit of a circuit breaker here. 417.81 is where SPY currently is, down 0.6%. The Qs are down about 1%. FANG is down about roughly 1%, except for Tesla. Tesla is taking a beating, almost down 3% pre-market hours. But hey, everything's right in the world because AMC is up to almost $70 a share. Crazy stuff. The big news this morning, Federal Reserve to begin winding down corporate bond holdings. The first kink in the armor for the federal monetary policy. What does that mean for us? I think we're going down to 415, at least today. As you can kind of see here on the 3-month chart, we have popped through the 419 strong support from the volume node here on the volume profile. We are currently in no man's land on the 3-month chart, set to go nowhere except down. We've popped the chop fest range low right down over here, if you can kind of see. And now the next place to go is the point of control on the volume node, which is 415.06. I would expect some sort of manipulation of price here at 415.70, 77. But 415 is the volume node here. This is the 3-month chart. If we do continue on downward, that's where we're headed. Let's go over to the 1-day chart and kind of look at things from a little bit closer view. I'm going to take a look at the 15-minute chart. Before we get into this chart, though, there's other things to consider except for the Federal Reserve announcing today. Obviously, the inflation worries are starting to abound. They're starting to get higher. People are starting to freak out a little bit. But in addition to that, oil prices have hit the highest level since September through 2019 because they're expecting a surge in demand in fuel. So now gas prices are going up. I know here they're already at $2.90. It was $2.70 last week. They're just going up and up and up and up. Where do we go from here? In addition to that, Chinese ports and the California shipping ports are all overran, causing more fire for the inflation fears because of the ability to ship things in and out of the country via the ports and via imports and exports. All that to surmise, I expect a little bit of a red day today. As I said earlier, 415 is going to be my low support here. We're currently pre-market gapped down to 417.80. With the upward bounds, I would say back to yesterday's POC of the 420 if we do get a little buying to fill the gap in the morning conditions. But the real question is how do we play this? Obviously, there's going to be some downside today. It appears that there's going to be a very heavy market. There's a lot of news. And the reason why I think this is because we've been treading water for a couple of days now. A lot of chop fest going up, going down, staying within this nice $1 to $2 tight range. In a market like this, which is very fragile, it's being propped up, especially by Jay Powell. We have Jay Powell coming out tomorrow. We have some data coming out today. So with a market like this that's treading water, all it takes is one little grain of sand in the cogs, one news event to bring this down, especially on days like today. We do have a very sensitive piece of news, the corporate bonds. That could scare some people. It's all about perception. So if we do get some volume coming into this, an influx of volume, which we've had none the past week, we have an influx of volume. This could bring this thing down. That's why I'm looking. If we do have this huge influx of volume, it's going to become the form of sellers. It's going to bring it down to at least 415. And then if we watch the 415 level, we'll have to see what's going down below. But how do we play this is the big question. We have 2 scenarios, really. Well, 3 scenarios. We can actually chop sideways from where we are here, which I don't think so. I think it's going to bring a little more volume to play today. Second scenario is that we sell off completely and just stay down this nice downward trend day, which would be nice. That's what I hope for, just to get a little action, play some puts. And the third would be we have this big pop buy the dip type scenario, and we chop sideways and then continue to fall back down. So a little pop in the morning and then fall back down. Either way, I'm not going to play it right off the bat unless things just really start breaking down. If I see a huge overall breakdown of the entire market, especially at 8 a.m. Eastern or Central Time, because that's when the retail pre-market hours open. If I see an overall breakdown in the market very quickly, I will take a put early in the mornings just to capture a little volatility. I plan on going with June 7th, 215 puts, in June 7th, 220, 219 calls, 220 calls, somewhere in there. Depends on where the price action opens. I'm probably not going to look at calls unless things overall change, but we'll see. So if 219 calls, 215 puts, and that's going to be the June 7th expiration. Anyway, that's really all I got. Not too much today, except for those big policies there. I'm not going to go on and on and on about them. You know my plays, 215 support, and then let's do 220 resistance above, then we'll play that as follows. Anyway, that's all I got, y'all. This is Options Millionaire. If you're new to the channel, please go over to the Discord and join in there. You can shoot me a DM anytime you want there. You have contact with me pretty much all day long. And you can contact a lot of the people in there that are awesome. A lot of wealth of information. We're eager to share and teach and help everybody learn. If you're new to the channel, please like the video, subscribe to get notifications for not only my videos, but my live streams every time I come on. And of course, you can follow us on Instagram, options.millionaire. Thank you all for being here. Let's trade smart today. Let's maximize the volume to gain some profits and then learn. And make sure that we're picking our entries and exits very, very carefully. Yesterday was a fantastic day. 3 wins, albeit 2 of those were small. 1 was big. I like it. Let's compound on that and make a few good plays today. Thank you all for being here. Let's be smart. I'm out of here. See ya.